Welcome back to Shougai Shinro Season 28. Here we are back again in May of 2023 for yet another tournament here in the spring. And back again is Evan. This is his 27th appearance, and as you can see, just one Stage 3 appearance in the last 7 tournaments. That's kind of a crazy stat. He used to make it to Stage 3 very consistently, but it's been a long time. So he's going to try and get back there today, and it's time to take on Stage 1 for a 75-second time limit, which he failed on in the last tournament. First is the balance lane, walking across the board to the black bar, and onto that piece of wood there for the quad edge, running through the 2 quad steps, and then making the reverse grab on the cliffhanger ledge to clear. Always a tricky obstacle, but after that it's on to the jump hang. Simple obstacle, but a classic one here in Shougai Shinro. And after that, at that obstacle number 4, we have the cliff swing. Those ledges can be slick. Has to make sure he gets a good grab, but if he can make it to it, he just has to do 2 more obstacles, the long jump, and then after that the half pipe twister, which he failed on last season. So he's looking for some revenge there. Overall, interesting course. Evan's done it before. Let's see what he can do this time. Let's see how he feels. All right, we're back for season 28. Got a little bit of a cold, but gonna keep going through it. I think I should be fine. So yeah, just gonna give it my all here today. Kind of learned my lesson on stage 1 last time, so I'm gonna take things a bit slower and just go for the clear. So that's gonna be the plan for today, just to try and get as far as I can. Hopefully I can make it back to stage 2 and then hopefully stage 3. But yeah, I'm just gonna try my best and give it my all here today. So let's do it. Today is May 10th. It is my birthday. So a birthday tournament hasn't happened before in Shougai Shinro, so I'm gonna hopefully try and make this a good one. So let's get to it. And here we go. Evan back on stage 1, looking to get his revenge on the half pipe twister that he failed on last season. And trying to get back to stage 2. See how he does. For the most part, he's looked pretty good in his last 2 attempts here, aside from that little mistake last season. Let's see how he does this time. And the clock has started. He's off 75 seconds onto the balance lane, and he's through it. Now sizing up the quad edge. He runs, jumps, and makes the grab, and makes it through. You can tell he's going at a slower, more controlled pace this tournament, but still moving pretty quickly actually, as he's right through the jump hang. 3 more obstacles to go. Now the cliff swing. This one is tricky. Let's see what he does. He gets the one hold down to the other, through the long jump, and should have plenty of time here for the final obstacle, half pipe twister. He steps over, and here we go, trying to get his revenge. This is where he failed last season. Can he do it this time? And he's on it, going slowly, makes the jump, and he's across, just has to stop the clock, and he is cleared with about 16 seconds left. Evan has defeated stage 1 this season, and he will get back to stage 2 to try and get his revenge there as well. Bounce back run here for Evan after failing stage 1 in season 27. An all around very solid run. Looks in control on every single obstacle there. Through the tricky quad edge, the jump hang, the cliff swing. Underrated obstacle, but can be tricky. Made it through that and then got his revenge on the half pipe twister. And with a great clear time of 16 seconds left, he's done it, and he's going back to stage 2 once again. We'll see how far Evan can go in this tournament. Can he get to stage 3 for the first time in 2023? But first he's got to get through stage 2 and the pipe swing that he failed on in season 26. Let's go on to stage 2 and see what happens. All right, I did it. I made it through stage 1. Had 17 seconds left, so improved on my time from that first time. Still felt like I was going kind of fast. I got to that last obstacle with like 30 seconds left, but I took my time on it and I cleared it just fine. So, definitely a smart choice to slow down. And we're back to stage 2. Hopefully I can get further than last time. We'll see how the grip in the pipes is. I mean, it's definitely it's like 20 degrees warmer out now. It's like 70 degrees today. So going to be interesting to see how that goes, but I'm just going to give it my all and hopefully we can make it to stage 3. So thank you for watching this one, and I'm going to get stage 2 set up and get ready to go. So look forward to that. And last time Evan was in stage 2, he went out on the pipe swing, which is the third obstacle of stage 2. We'll see if he can do it this time. And here is stage 2 once again. 105-second time limit, starting out with the bridge slider, sliding along with those bars to the drop jump hang, classic Shougai Shinro obstacle. And if he can make it through that, it's on to the obstacle that took him out last season, or 2 seasons ago actually, but the last time he was in stage 2, the pipe swing. Those green holds have given Evan problems many times in many tournaments, so we'll see if he can get his revenge. He's been training for it, and if he can make it through, he'll be onto the rope swing, swinging from the rope to that cliffhanger ledge, where he can use that little rock climbing hold to get over to the other cliffhanger ledge for ledge lane, crossing that long ledge, and can use his feet on that pole if needed, all the way to that smaller ledge at the end, where he will then swing and drop onto that tiny block on the floor. And then it's the balance tank to the blue mat to clear 1 minute or 105-second time limit. Let's see if Evan can beat it this time. Let's go down to an interview. All right, stage 2 time, minute 45-second time limit. I did fail this course in season 26. Fell in those green pipes, so I want to get my revenge on those. Got to be careful here. Don't want to mess up on an early obstacle like the drop jump hang or anything. So I'll take my time and get through there. I'm not too worried about the time limit actually, because I feel like I can do the first half of the course pretty quick. And I'm just going to try and hold on as best I can to those green pipes and hopefully make it through this time. Then this part at the end here looks pretty tricky. The rope swing to the cliffhangers, and then that little dismount at the end onto that little block. That could all be tricky, because I feel like that's going to be really going to drain my energy, but the balance tank should be fine afterwards. I'm focused on the green pipes, the pipe swing this time, but I'm also not going to be careless, and I'm going to take every obstacle as I get to it. But let's get to stage 3. Hopefully I can do it this time. Let's go. And here we are, stage 2. Evan trying to get his revenge on the pipe swing, but we'll see if he can do it this time as he gets ready to go here on stage 2. Difficult course, and if he can make it through the pipe swing, he's still got a few obstacles to go through, but the clock has started and Evan is off on the bridge slider. Moving well so far. He's gotten a lot better at this obstacle, and he's made it to the drop jump hang. Here he goes, and he hesitates a little, but he makes it through. It was kind of an awkward jump to the board there, but he got through it, and now onto the pipe swing. This is where he fell back in season 26. Can he beat it this time? He's been training for it. Let's see if it pays off. And he's onto the second one. Good hold, and he's through it. He crushed it. Evan made it look easy this time. And now he's got 3 obstacles to go. First is the rope swing. Has to swing over to that cliffhanger ledge. That grab to the cliffhanger ledge can be tricky with the rope swinging back. Let's see if he can do it. He's got about 50 seconds left. Should be enough time. And he's got it. And now to ledge lane, crossing over. Uses that little rock hold to get over. And now he's on this longer ledge. He can use his feet on that beam there's a little foothold there, and it looks like he is using it. And now the dismount here is tricky. Has to make that precise dismount here onto that little board. And he swings and he makes it. And he's got one obstacle left, the balance tank. Time about 15 seconds should be enough time as he's rolling towards the mat. And he steps off and he is going to stop the clock and clear with 7 seconds left. Evan has completed stage 2. He gets his revenge of the pipe swing and makes it through the rest of the course to advance to stage 3. Great run there by Evan. Looked a little awkward on that jump there, but made it through the drop jump hang. The pipe swing, he got his revenge this time. And then that final upper body section of stage 2 here, the cliffhangers, the rope swing, made it all look fairly easy. Did well to make it through and manage the clock well and put it all together to clear and head to stage 3. This dismount right there is so tricky when you're gassed, just trying to be precise there, but he made it through and cleared the balance tank without any problem, and he's going to stage 3. Let's go down for an interview to Evan and see what he's got to say.
I did it. With 7 seconds left, I beat stage 2. Yes, that felt really good. Man, I kind of hesitated. I almost messed up right here at the beginning on that drop jump hang. I don't know what really happened, but I managed to beat it. The pipe swing, got some good holds on him this time. I made it pretty easily. Then this section at the end here, I did it fairly well, I think, but it's definitely a grip killer. And yeah, at the end on that small ledge when I was hanging, my arms were pretty tired, so making that dismount to that little block was kind of sketchy, but I was able to do it and I cleared. So I'm going to stage 3. This is going to be an interesting stage 3 here coming up. I can't wait to try it out and see how I do. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to take a bit of a break here because it's going to take a while to set up this stage 3 course, but I'm going to give it my best shot and we'll see what happens. So successful tournament so far, but let's see how far I can go here this time. See you in stage 3.
Welcome to stage 3 of Shougai Shinro season 28. We finally made it to stage 3. No time limit, but we have some tough obstacles here in this stage. The first is the cliff cross. He'll have to start from that block, grab onto that cliffhanger ledge there, and then flip around to the blue ledge, then that other ledge, and then he has to grab that tiny ledge on the beam. He can use his feet on the beam, but he really only has room for one hand on it. Then he has to get onto that other ledge and get one hand across that blue little marker before dismounting for the second obstacle, the body prop. He'll have his feet on that long board with his hands on the black bars, and he will prop himself up and move all the way across to the other side, where he will then just simply stand up on top of the black bars for obstacle number 3, the rope grab. He'll cross those cliffhanger ledges, grab onto the rope, and swing right over to that bar that's hanging there. And then once he's on there, he'll make a side dismount to the blue mat for a set of 3 obstacles in a row, starting with the ledge grab. He'll make a run and jump and grab those ledges that are on opposite sides of the board there. And then he will grab onto the globe grass, which is obstacle number 5, crossing all the way to the end, where he will then grab onto the beam holding up the globe grass for the vertical limit version 2. He will swing all the way from that board and grab onto the vertical limit and cross it, dismounting onto the little foot platform there on the beam. Very difficult section here, of course. Then obstacle 7, the hang, drop, jump, literally just the reverse of the jump, drop, hang. He will swing from a bar onto the board and then jump up to the cliffhanger ledge and then dismounting on where those bars from the body prop would be. And then the final obstacle, the cliffhanger. One of the toughest cliffhangers we've ever seen. He will start on the globe grass board, just crossing over it, and then he will have to reach to the other one at that point, then reach up to the bar, and then make that difficult transition, catching onto those ledges, and then swing and dismount. That's stage 3. Let's go to Evan for an interview.
All right, stage 3. This stage looks pretty intense. This first obstacle is kind of tricky. So it's sort of a weird cliffhanger thing, but you can use your feet, gotta use that pole. So I don't really have a game plan for that. Just gonna see how I do. After that, the body prop shouldn't be too hard. Just have to be careful not to let my feet slip and hit the ground. And then you go right into the rope swing obstacle and grabbing onto the bar. As long as I don't miss the grab, I should be fine. Just dismount to the side. The cliffhanger, jumping and grabbing the cliffhanger, it seems a little tricky actually, just because it's a far jump. So I just can't mess up the grab. Then going right into the globe grass, I feel fine about that. Then the new vertical limit is pretty crazy. Got to reach from the globe grass board all the way onto the vertical limit, and then cross it and dismount onto that little block. That is going to be a real make or break point in this stage. I think that's one that really worries me. Then the sort of reverse drop jump hang thing, that's going to be kind of interesting. We'll see how that goes, but overall not too worried about it. Then the cliffhanger at the end obviously is sort of the obstacle of the stage, so I'm going to be probably pretty burnt out by then, but we'll see how I do. Just going to try and do my best and make this a good tournament. Like I said, it is my birthday today, so maybe I'm getting some good luck, and who knows, maybe I can have another great run. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to do my best and give it my all here today, and I'm gonna get ready to take it on. Let's do it.
And here we go, stage 3 here in Shougai Shinro, season 28. We're finally gonna see Evan take on this stage 3. Been a few seasons since he's had a real meaningful stage 3 run. He made it here in season 25, but fell on the first obstacle. So last time he made it past the first obstacle in stage 3 was all the way back in season 20. So hopefully Evan can have a good run here. But with his first time taking on this course, it might be difficult. First is this cliff cross, and he's got to start on this other side here, so he's going to face backwards to start, and he's up onto the next ledge. Now this sort of pull in the middle, and he just skips that ledge on the pull and just goes right over and cleared that obstacle very quickly actually. Did a good job just skipping that whole pull section, and I think that really helped him. But next he's got the body prop. This obstacle, a very technical one actually, not as extended as the body prop in the last era, but just got to go slow and be careful with your feet. It's a very slippery board, so you just got to make sure your feet, as you can see, he's kind of wiping his feet off there, just because one little slip, just because of how close it is to the ground. But he is up and keeping his feet up as much as he can. Not allowed to use the top of the board, so, but he's doing well and moving fairly quickly here. He's almost at the end, and he's reached the end, and now he's just got to climb onto those black bars for obstacle number 3 here. He's going to have to use these cliffhanger ledges to get to the rope and then swing all the way over to that bar. Taking a second to shake his arm out and see what kind of strategy he uses here. Just goes right to the other side and onto the rope and swings over and gets to the bar. Other hand on, and now sort of a sideways dismount here, but he does it easily and he's through it. 3 obstacles down, but now he's going to have to face 3 obstacles in a row here. Jumping to the sort of switched cliffhanger ledge, then right to the globe grass, and then straight into the vertical limit. Going to be a very difficult section here as he moves the bar over for a later obstacle. Definitely a crucial point here in stage 3. Just setting up the cameras here. But we had a similar section like this in seasons 16 through 20. Instead of the cliffhanger grab, it was jump to the pipes. And then at the end, what was at the end of that? The steady limit or dismount instead of a full-on vertical limit. So this one definitely a bit harder. So we'll see how Evan does with it. And here we go, Evan, about to take on this brutal section here of this stage 3 course. Sizing it up. You got to be very precise with this grab here, and then be careful when he transfers to globes, because that cliffhanger board will kind of switch on him when he lets go with one hand. But let's see how he does. And he makes the jump, and he's caught it. And right to the globe grass, and wasting no time, moving fairly smoothly. And now this difficult transfer to the vertical limit. He's got one hand on. Now to get to the other hand over, it looks like he's struggling a little. But he makes it, and he's starting to move. And going slowly here, but... oh! Evan made it about halfway through the vertical limit before going out. That's a difficult section, and it looks like he just ran out of gas there. A full-on vertical limit hasn't been seen in Shougai Shinro since season 15, I think, was the last time we ever... well, I guess there was... last time he ever attempted one was actually season 14, but regardless, Evan just coming up short here on stage 3 on the vertical limit. Overall, a good run, though, and a bounce-back run from his past few seasons. This is actually the best he's done since season 20, so overall a great run, and made it about halfway through stage 3, but came up just a little bit short, and that's going to do it for this season. Thank you all for watching this one, and we'll be back hopefully sometime for another tournament. So we'll go down to Evan for one last interview, but thank you for watching Season 28 of Shougai Shinro.
Well, everyone, that's the end of Season 28. Went down on stage 3 on the vertical limit. That was probably the obstacle I was maybe most worried about. That was very difficult. I thought for a second when I was first grabbing on, I thought maybe I can do this. And, you know, I just tried to push it as much as I could, but I only got about halfway across the ledge. But for being out of shape, as much as I think I am, I'm still pretty happy with how I did. You know, the first half of the stage went really well. You know, I think I did pretty good on every obstacle. It was just kind of hesitated on that transfer, which zapped some energy, and then I just didn't have enough in me to get to the end of the vertical limit. If I beat that, I think I could have beat this next obstacle, but I definitely would have went on like a cliffhanger. So, got a lot of work to do. Got to become a lot stronger here if I want to beat this course. But, yeah. So overall, it was a solid tournament. Pretty happy with how I did. You know, the last 2 tournaments going on, stage 2 and then stage 1. This time you get pretty deep into stage 3. It was a good feeling, but obviously I want to go all the way and achieve a total victory. So I'll train more, be stronger, be more ready for next time. And yeah, not much else to say. This is going to be a tough course to beat. I got to get you training. I'll see you guys for season 29.